What's going on, everyone? The Golden State Warriors and Boston Celtics just finished Game 5 of the NBA Finals, and this has been a great series, and I still think that this goes 7 games. I really think the Boston Celtics will win in Boston, and then Game 7 in Golden State, I still think Golden State wins it. I've been saying from day one that I thought Golden State has just too many weapons, too many much in their arsenal for the Boston Celtics to deal with. Boston does have the size, though, and they have the strength, and they do have a lot of advantages in this series, but I just think the Warriors, they just have too much going on. They move too fluidly. They adjust. Curry's been phenomenal, although Game 5, he wasn't that great. And that sort of leads into my next point, which is this is what I wanted to see from the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry not having to put up 30 or 40 points and the Warriors still winning. Because that's been the issue this entire series, is that Warriors have had to have Steph Curry have this heroic series and these heroic games for the Warriors to even be in it and win it. And now we finally see, okay, they don't need Steph to put up 40 points for them to win. Because we saw that from Boston. We saw Tatum have bad games and Boston was able to win. We were really struggling when it came to Steph Curry and the Warriors, and I'm glad that they were able to finally pull out a game with Steph not doing great. Now, Game 6, I wouldn't be shocked at all if Steph just lights it up and he gets back and he has a heroic game and they win in 6. But realistically, I think Boston will make the adjustments, make the changes, and they'll end up getting it done. I don't think they're going to lose 3 games, but you never know. You never really know. And, Steph sort of was able to be effective in other ways. He was great defensively this game. He was great in, getting buckets where need be, but his shot is likely going to fall. His shot is likely going to be effective. He did get a 3 towards the end of this game, which I thought was really helpful and hopefully will translate well into Game 6. But ultimately, I just think beyond him being just Superman in this series in so many ways, and he's going to win the Finals MVP, assuming the Warriors win, which, again, I think they will. Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins deserves co-MVP just simply on the fact that he has been so fantastic this entire series. And he really took over the fourth quarter and was just fantastic for them. Guarding Jason Tatum, getting key stops, knocking down key buckets. I mean, Andrew Wiggins has been their second best player the entire playoffs, and he's also been the most consistent player for them the entire playoffs. His value is unmatched on this Warriors team. And he has shown why he was, number 1, number 2 draft pick, right? He's shown why he was highly touted coming into the league and why he is the star that he could be. I don't think he's a number 1 guy. I don't think he has that in him, but this Warriors team, he just fits beautifully. And he is just great at being that sort of decoy other guy. Steph gets it going. If not, I can be the guy. I can go and get 25 to 30 points a game if I need to, but this Warriors team doesn't need me to do that, so I don't. And I just think that it really goes and shows just Andrew Wiggins as a player. And I think he's going to get paid. I'm curious to see if the Warriors are able to retain him and what happens with him in the future. But ultimately, I just think Wiggins is in such a great spot with the Golden State Warriors, and I imagine that they would likely try to work something out. If not, I'm sure he's going to get a payday from another team. But this series, again, Boston is in great standings. They're in great position. They were able to come back from 16. They've done it twice this series, right? Or 15 going into the fourth quarter and able to come back. And so Boston has shown the desire to not quit, not give up. And we haven't really seen that Boston blunder game yet, which worries me for Game 6, because every series we have seen that. We've seen that game where Boston's up, 15 points, ends up blowing the lead and losing the game. So I am worried about that. Hopefully they don't do that. I would love to see this series go 7 personally, just to give us more NBA basketball. These games have been great. I know a lot of these games have been decided by more than 10 points, but for the most part, they've been really back and forth and just entertaining. And I expect the Boston Celtics to kind of make the adjustments, make the changes as necessary to really take Game 6 at home. And then Game 7, the Warriors, I think they'll take it home. I think that they'll win the NBA championship at home. But you never know. I mean, we'll see what happens in Game 6. Tatum seemed to kind of wake up this game. He had, not the greatest fourth quarter, but we got the signs, which is what you want to see from Jason Tatum. You want to see those signs of him starting to wake up, starting to be effective, starting to be that player that he can be. And hopefully that translates for him into Game 6. Draymond really stepped up this game, I have to say. I'm very impressed with him, and I'm very glad to see him sort of, even with all the criticism, even with all the headaches, him really stepping up this game. I really thought he was effective. His passing was fantastic. He did all the little things, all the intangibles, and it was just really good. But as always, this is a discussion, so I pass it on to you. What do you think of Game 5? What did you think of the Warriors taking Game 5? What do you think happens in Game 6? Do you think Boston ends up winning it, and this goes 7 games, or do you think the Warriors close it out in Boston and they just close it out in 6? What did you think of Steph having a bad game and the Warriors actually picking him up and doing what is necessary to get the job done? This is what I've been wanting to see. This is what I felt the Warriors really needed. But anyway, would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, follow by the bell notification, stay up to date with all things sports, join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.